This is a year for federal election. The way this government is handling the pandemic will impact very much on the way people vote. The arrival of Omicron in last November had changed course of the government's plan to live with the virus. The sudden explosion of COVID cases had failed the state and Commonwealth governments' responses in testing, isolation, and ordered running of the society and businesses. Despite a drop in the latest poll, fortunately the government still holds fine as the supply of vaccines for those aged 5 to 11 and booster shots for adults are under good control, and given Omicron's mild symptoms, hence death rate is still low and our hospital system can still cope. Can Morrison demonstrate his leadership amid this COVID crisis ahead of the election and catch up to win as he did last round? The opposition party supposedly is hard to win support from the electorates unless the serving government fails to keep their territory. So what Morrison can put on the table this time? I believe not many people over these 2 pandemic years would still expect something very positive coming out of the Australian economy and living standard. I think they would rather expect to see clear outlet and hope in the years to come on recovering from the pandemic. Everyone is tired of the pandemic. Omicron could be a way out of it. On the assumption that Omicron is unstoppable but it is not that damaging on the fully vaccinated, so what would happen if vast of the population would get immunity ultimately? It is time for our leader to tell us about his vision of post-COVID time and to encourage people to walk out of the pandemic with faith and hope. Only leaders who can offer hope can lead Australia to move on. In the coming federal election, hope the leaders of both parties can show us the direction and way ahead for Australians to choose.